Good evening, everyone. We made a last minute change to our plans for this coming weekend and week. So we are going to be running Worthington on Saturday. I'm not sure the date. We run Worthington on the Sunday after that. Excuse me. And then we race Spencer on Monday, Clay County Speedway, Alta on Tuesday, Harlan, Shelby County on Wednesday, and then Thursday we finish in Stewart. So we've been struggling with being a little underpowered lately, so we made a last minute change, and we decided to yank out current motor, and we got the big dog ready to go back in. It's got new valve springs in it. It's freshened up, so to speak. So we're ready to go on that. But we figured we'd have it all done tonight so we could get everything kind of fired up and adjusted and set, ready to go apply tomorrow. But we ran into a slight snag, so we pulled the, I don't know where that piece went now, but we pulled apart the clutch. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll put it down here. It's a tiny little rivet. It fell out when we were taking the clutch apart. Well, we popped this open. We're missing a rivet head. So, not thinking anything of it, we thought, wow, that's no big deal. We'll just, out of sight, out of mind, you know. It's not real heavy, so it wouldn't be out of balance. But then as we were looking, and I don't know if you can see that or not, the thing's got a really concave, like bowl shape to it. So we decided that in the best interest of being gone for a week, and not necessarily being on the road the whole week, because obviously Worthington's real close for us, as far as it's not like we're overnighting it that far off. Clay County's close, and then like Alta, Harlan, Stewart will start getting further off. But in the sake of not having to run into issues, we decided to buy in some new clutch discs. We tried to decipher what was going on with these, and I think the way this is sitting, so this would be the first side that goes on the transmission, kind of like that. I'm thinking what happened is when we were pulling the engine out, it was kind of stuck. So we were yanking on it pretty hard, and one side was, I think the dowel pin was stuck in there. So I think when we yanked on it, I think we might have twisted it and kind of caught the splines on at least the one disc. The other one's fairly straight, so we got, I think, lucky there. I think it just happened that it came out just far enough on the splines and it caught the last disc, and it kind of pulled it funny, and I think it bent, popped the head of the rivet off, because it's a fresh brake right there. So needless to say, this clutch isn't that old. I think we got it last year, maybe about this time. So it's probably got 20 nights on it, maybe. So we kind of disappointed that we kind of did that to ourselves. We're assuming, I don't think it would have probably happened probably under race conditions. We looked at the splines on the input shaft, and they look fine. And the pilot bushing doesn't look like it's showing real big signs of wearing or anything like that. So we don't think it probably just happened, because we think it's probably self-inflicted. Another issue we stumbled across, which second time this has happened now, but we had one of these screws come loose, and you see it kind of damaged the cap, or sorry, the rotor a little bit, and it had to have been kind of misfiring. I don't know, the rest of it for the most part looks pretty good. The cap itself, there's some wear marks and some of the ribs, so I don't know. I think we're gonna have to get a new cap and rotor. It was running. I it wasn't like something we did. We just popped the cap off, and Adam made comment that there was some blue dust in the base of the rotors, or the base of the distributor. So we found some things that very frustrating, that can't believe that we kind of ran into that. It kind of makes me mad that the distributor thing, I feel like that's just, I don't know what's going on. That's the second time we've had the rotor come loose. We had that happen on, this is the one from last year, and believe it or not, this was running as well when we took this apart. So it didn't show any signs of pop and bang and sputtering. I don't know if that's a testament or just dumb luck, but kind of upset about that. I don't know why those screws keep coming loose, and if anyone's got any ideas on maybe why they are, or solutions for them not to do it again. Adam maybe suggested doing like Loctite. I have not looked into that, if Loctite with plastic to metal is a good idea or anything like that. I haven't researched it yet, so that's an option that we have, that we can think about. And the clutch thing, that's kind of our own doing. That one I'm not like upset about as far as like a problem with a part. I'm just more or less upset that it's a like brand new clutch, and we kind of maybe did it ourselves. I'm not blaming Adam or anything like that. It's something that we did together. We were kind of having struggles getting the one dowel out, and I don't know if we just got it twisted too far one way or how that all works, but and if it was out of the pilot bushing by that point, don't know. I kind of honestly can't tell you, but I'm assuming it just happened here when we were taking the engine out. So, but life goes on, I guess. We live and deal with it. So, but we also, I think for the first time ever, I think I ran out of water pump gaskets. Usually I always have a bunch stocked up, but so we have to wait on some water pump gaskets, and we'll finish getting the front of this tidied up. We got another sensor coming in, so I'm slowly building up some inventory so we don't have to deal with swapping over everything from engine to engine. So that'll be kind of nice. Have a new sensor so we can just leave it in the engine. One of these days I like to have another water pump so we don't have to worry about changing water pumps. And I got another distributor. I just have to get a new cap rotor for it, and I'll probably, now that I'm doing this, I'll probably get two, so I do have a spare ready to rock and roll. So yeah, other than that, it's kind of on hold right now. Kind of bums it's Tuesday night, so we were gonna have this done by Wednesday so we can kind of relax the rest of the week, and it's been blessed hot this week, so we've been just trying to wait until later in the evening when it's cooler, because I think still it's 80 degrees right now. Maybe not quite, but it's miserable. 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So but yeah, so we're still planning on doing all those races next week, and we got time off from work, and I just hope we don't run into too many problems or anything along the way, especially with changing the engine. It was more of a performance gamble that we decided to do. We kind of like how this other engine runs. Adam kind of agreed that we kind of like how it responded last year, so we're gonna put it in and see. As of right now, I don't know, but the other engine is gonna need something done with it to make it a little bit faster. We obviously, you've seen other videos, we've gotten just absolutely destroyed on restarts this year. We cannot get up to speed fast enough. It costs us probably a win. It just is bad. I don't know, Britt was really an eye-opener for us with all the grip in the track. Once we finally got the handling figured out, we struggled with just the power to get off the corner, and from talking to some guys, we were geared a lot lower than a lot of people, so that if anything, that should have helped us get off the corner. But no, we're just kind of struggling right now. So that was kind of the motivation behind that, to get the engines changed out and get that one looked at. We have a game plan. We're working with a couple guys to try and get that straightened out. get some more horsepower behind that one. This one probably will eventually need to go through the same thing. We feel like we're a little bit underpowered, but it's better than what we have. So so we're just trying to find a good combination. We feel like we got the car handling pretty good right now, so just need to find that excuse me, that extra horsepower. But with that, that's just my little update. We will probably see you on Saturday. If not, we may tune in and show some videos of or some clips and highlights of us putting the engine in. Maybe make that just our middle of the week video instead of doing wait until Saturday. But I probably won't be posting videos until we probably get done racing next week, since it's basically about 6 days in a row, 5 days in a row, because we'll do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So basically 6 race days we're going to be racing. We'll race every day next week except for Friday, and I'm sure we could find a spot if we absolutely needed to. But so yeah, that's just kind of the update for now. Well, here it is. The big beast in, big dog. So we just finished up a few things. Got to run spark plug wires. Got to finish putting the side header on, get off jack stands. We'll fire it up, set the timing, and we'll be that much closer to being ready for this upcoming week. Again, we got 6 days of racing, so it's going to be a long road ahead. Hopefully we don't have many issues, breakdowns, things to fix or anything like that. So we'll put you on time lapse. Had a brain fart there for a second. I forgot where I put the camera. I forgot I had it hooked to the garage door above me. Still doing a time lapse, so hopefully you got a taste a little bit there in time lapse mode what I was doing. But we got everything fired up. Had a little trouble with it initially popping off, and I don't know if I just wasn't getting enough gas or what the deal was. We were really close. I didn't really have to change anything. I just had to put it back together and give it another try. So fired off, good thing. We did run into a little bit of a snag, which we are addressing actually right now, but we did end up, we got a little bit of a leak down here in this, I think it's on the hose, but it's got enough pressure in it and it's hot enough that I don't really want to open it right now without a chance of getting burned or anything like that. So with some issues with the clutch, we tested that worked. At least went forward out the garage a little bit and back into the garage. So, and the play on the clutch seems about where I like it, so that's good. Other than that, everything seems to be back to its shape. I think we're gonna throw the battery charger on it here this afternoon. It's another hot one here today. I know it's probably upper 80s, lower 90s again today. So and we got our AC unit for our house that blows out here. I believe they built the garage after the house, so that probably wasn't intended to do that, but it makes it a little warmer out here than it should be, and not really much of a breeze in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a few minutes, relax for a second, and come back out, I think that's about all we need to do. Button up some few things, and we got to check tow tonight. We are working to try and get Riley's car finished up. He got his motor taken out and brought back over here, which is actually the neighbors, so we got to get those back the right place. And I got the one that we just ran over there in the corner and the jack there. So we yeah, we got everything kind of squared away where we were hoping to be, and did it in about as quick as I thought we would, so no major problems. I'm gonna look over a few more things here quick before I run inside, but yeah, just the one little water leak, and I don't know, I noticed the hose clamp didn't tighten the way it normally does, so I don't know if the hose clamp got crooked or if the hose is cut, or, and I think those hoses are a couple years old, so we'll just probably replace them. And I know, like, even the upper hose gets to be a little bulge on there on the ends, and the hose clamps are not super sharp, but they do have kind of a knife edge to them, thin edge to them, I should say. So we'll probably just replace them just to be safe, and we'll probably bring these along just in case. I don't know why, but we gotta gather up some spares too, at least for the first couple nights. Being a small, tight little track, there could be some banging going on. I hope not, but we gotta bring some spares just in case. Bring a spare bumper, and we'll bring some suspension components and whatnot, so hopefully that'll be good to go. So yeah, so we'll report to you after the races.